Well, our next guests are a bunch of quiet achievers who have done our nation proud. They're winners of a Pride of Australia award. All of them have gone above and beyond to help others in need and now have extraordinary stories to tell. We're joined by four of the winners today: Tim Hannon, Matthew Alberto, Fong Nguyen and Jihad Dib. Good morning to you all and congratulations. You've all got great stories to tell. Tim, I might start with you. You saw a man plunge 20 metres down a cliff and then go on to what you thought would be drown unless you did something. Can you talk me through what you were thinking when you saw this all play out in front of you?
Well, I mean, you know, obviously me and my friends were just fishing and, you know, the man fell over and then he fell down a
20-metre cliff.
Yeah, well, it's not just a trip, I guess, but I mean, yeah, he fell down and we looked down and we saw, you know, he was really badly hurt because he'd fallen on the rocks and so, yeah, we could see him start to go under and by this point I straight away just ran down, started scaling down the cliff to get to him, so...
At any stage did you think, I'm putting myself in danger here, because you were faced with a change in the tide, you were being pummeled by the waves, you were protecting him from the swell. At any stage, did you think about yourself?
It goes through your head, but you're so worked up and you just want to help someone that you just do it. You don't think too much. I think after I thought about it more, but at the time I didn't really think about it. When I started getting hit by the waves, then I started questioning whether I could get really badly hurt here. But I already said to him by that stage I wasn't going to leave him, so I couldn't do it.
And was he conscious throughout this? What was the dialogue between you two?
I mean, he was going in and out of shock, and he started like seizuring a bit from obviously the fall. And I mean, his legs were really badly broken. So what I'd do, I'd actually sit in front of him every time a big set of wave would come, so I could take a bit of the force off him. And I mean, yeah, so we're just lucky we both got out of there. Yeah.
And to get out, the chopper came. You spent 20 minutes waiting for the chopper. Yeah. He was winched, but you decided not to take the winch. No,
I wasn't going up in the chopper. I was way too scared of heights. So he said to me, he said, you can come up with us, I'll be back down. And I said, no, I'm climbing back up, mate.
If that's your only weakness, then, you know, I think you're doing OK. An amazing story, Tim. Outstanding bravery. You're very well deserved. Matthew Alberto and Fong Nguyen, you were both winners in the Fair Go category. That's right. And tell us a little bit about People Connect and how it helps people who are looking to raise funds for their sick friends or family.
Yeah, so it's actually PeoplePledge and...
I'm sorry, PeoplePledge.
Yeah, so with PeoplePledge, what it does is it helps families to raise funds and to do that online. Yeah.
And how did the idea come about?
And it came about... well, actually, Fung and I have actually known each other since high school, and we've been wanting to help out the community because our families actually came from overseas and we started with nothing, and Australia's really given to us, so we really wanted to give back. And so earlier this year, my grandfather, we went to my grandfather's his cemetery, and then from there, my mum shared the story that our family had kept secret that we were actually struggling with the medical bills. And from there, you know, I was so frustrated and angry that, you know, we had to come to a point where we couldn't afford the bills for him, that I wanted to start something with Fung to help other Australians across the nation who are struggling with bills. And we did research, and there are quite a number who are, you know, foregoing their medications or aren't going with their treatments just because they can't afford it. So,
Fung, how does it essentially work? Is it connecting people online, or talk me through how it works?
So people just go online to peoplepledge.com.au, they sign up, and then we contact them and work together to create what we call a pledge page, which is basically a fundraising page online through our website. Then after that, it's all live online, and individuals, family and friends can all share that pledge page to their networks and then, yeah, get donations immediately.
And you've had immediate effects as well. You've helped countless families now.
Yeah, so far we've actually helped over 25 families across Australia, from Tasmania all the way up to Queensland, and we've raised over $40,000 for those families. And one example, for instance, is a family from Tasmania who we helped, who actually nominated us, and it was a mother who was trying to find a way to raise funds for her daughter who actually has a rare syndrome, Kabuki syndrome, and she needed a new customised wheelchair, and unfortunately the government and also insurance couldn't cover those costs.
But you made it happen.
That's right.
And just briefly, how can people help? Can they get onto your website?
Yeah, they can. If people want to start up a page or they want to help some of the families, they can log on to www.peoplepledge.com.au and you can either sign up, create your own page, or help another family.
Fair go achievers, that's fantastic. Jihad Dib, you have done extraordinary things for the boys and the children at Punchbowl High. You were acknowledged for your work there. What has been your proudest achievement to date?
Oh, look, Kath, there are so many, but if I was to put it down, the thing that I'm most proud of, which encapsulates it all, is probably that change in culture in the school and what we've been able to do as a school when we've worked together, the students, the staff and the parents. But in changing that culture, we've been able to achieve everything that's possible now. So academically, we've improved so much. Socially, the school is fantastic. We do so much in terms of civic duty. There is a real sense that we're on a great role here. And it's a place where you just feel, you feel that you're making a difference.
You mentioned there you've achieved in the scholastic areas, you've also achieved socially, but you also take the kids out and you go trekking, you do the Kokoda, you do Sandakan. How important is that for the kids?
Look, anything that we do in a school, it's more about what's important, what's happening outside of the classroom, and part of that is involved in the trekking to build their skills, to give them a lot of experiential learning. So important to take them out where they may for a moment realise that they are not the centre of the universe and there are other people who are doing it a little bit tougher than them. But more importantly, when you do something like Kokoda or Sandakan, you need to be able to have other people rely on you, and there are times when you've got to step up as an individual. And, you know, there are times when you're doing it tough and somebody needs to help you and you've got to accept that. And the same way that you'll accept that, you need to give that. So it goes into that philosophy of just building good men, which is what we're about. Well,
you're all very deserving recipients of these awards. Congratulations, and thank you so much for coming on Meet the Press today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, next, the inside story from the MCG, our AFL experts on Hawthorn's 11th premiership win.